Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
I am good, thank you. Happy to be here. Welcome back to Giggles and Glutes with Donaé, myself, and Zoe. We are on episode 6.
Yes.
Wild,
Crazy,
absolutely
hey?
wild. It's so crazy. I am so excited and I really am so excited every time we do this. Like we film and we greet the beautiful people watching and get ready for our episode. It feels like such a good feeling when you have something in your mind that you always wanted to do and it's come to life, you know? You
Yeah.
feel good about it. So yeah. How's the morning been?
It's been good, a bit crazy, but it's been good. And you?
Okay. You had a no sick and a week, right?
Yes.
Can we have a round of applause?
She still has a runny nose, but other than that, she's healthy.
Good, I am
So that
glad.
means I get to live my life.
This is the one thing that people don't warn you about is how often your child gets sick. We know that baby immune systems are so weak, but also how much it affects you as a parent also because you
You
get
know,
sick all
hey,
the time.
I swear to you, I used to think people were lying when they said their kids were sick. Yes, I used to think there's no way your child can be sick a week later.
Fine.
And
Yeah.
especially when I was in management, I used to be like, suspicious.
Such a clown. Oh my goodness, my Black Friday on active stuff came like nothing gets me more excited than active way. I swear to you. I don't know if you saw, but I was waiting for the sale the whole year because on active never has a sale.
Oh,
Basically.
yeah.
The whole year. And when I did this, so like for reference for you guys who are listening, I bought stuff on Instagram a couple of weeks ago, like a month ago. Then my account got hacked, so I had to block my bank card. Then it happened again. You would think that I'd learned my lesson. Literally a week later, I had to lock a new card, but then I never added the new card to Apple Pay. So I'm like at checkout, and they sell out so quickly, like what takes such on you. So now I'm sitting there and I'm like, pay with Apple Pay is invalid card. I'm like, no, I don't have my purse with the car. I'm like quickly down into the basement to fetch my details. I don't even remember what I bought, to be honest. You know, when you're like in a frenzy because you're like, I'm running out of time. I need to finish this. How did we become so addicted to buying stuff?
Online shopping or just buying stuff.
Yes,
Oh,
but actually because it's so convenient, it's like a click away, literally.
you
Like
know who's the biggest enabler? Nadira Sali.
you
She's
calling her out by her name. She's gonna get you with us. Just be like, let's
an
sorry.
enabler.
And I thought you were the worst, but actually it's her. Now we know the true source. You know, it's crazy. Like all these online things, all you see on your screen is a number. But if you were to have the hard cash in your hand, you would think like twice, 3 times about
Twice,
it because you
yes.
can see the money and how much you're giving. You would be like, actually, I'm not going to do this. But because you see a number on the screen, it becomes so easy. Just check out, quick details, finish. And
You
then at
know,
the
hey,
end of the month, you're like, what have I done?
do you know I can have money in my purse for a week? It won't bother me. The money won't bother me that's in my purse. Even
Yeah.
when I'm in the shop, I pay with my card. Even if I have money, unless
Cash.
it's like
Yeah.
something that's €5 or whatever, then I'll pay with money. But I always pay with my card, and I try to hold on to cash because actually in Germany you need cash though. Like in South Africa, you
Okay.
don't really need cash. In Germany, you still need cash. If you
Yes.
go like at the market, if you go to Christmas market, everybody wants cash. Almost nobody takes card. A lot of stuff is still cash only.
Cash.
In Germany, you still need cash. It's because of that and shit like Popeye that we have in South
Oh,
Africa.
okay.
It's
Yeah.
the same thing, but
Similar.
theirs is on steroids.
That's crazy. We all live in the same time, but in different parts of the world. The UK is going completely cashless. Like
Yeah.
there are a lot of places they literally have signage that says cashless. What am I gonna do with this money? Everywhere I go, they don't accept it, which is like where the world is headed. It is absolutely wild. Knowing the value of money when you have it in your hand versus when it's digital.
And that's why they say cash is king. It holds so much value, like actual
Yeah.
money. The world is trying to get us to believe the other way around. Whole fucking conversation.
You know what's crazy? For reference, Zoe moved to Germany. Is it 2 years now? Going on years ago?
Too.
2 years ago, I moved to Abu Dhabi about a year ago, almost exactly. And I think the most challenging thing that I have experienced is conversations with people. Like I was just like thinking about you and I, just quickly flowing into this chat, and like we could go on and on about it. And when you move abroad, abroad or you move to a new town or a city away from your friends and people, it becomes so difficult to connect with other people, especially like in your adult life. I feel like we become so much aware of people's energies, their character, the way they view life, everything really. So naturally we become picky with what we surround ourselves by. Whereas when you're younger, you're living life, you don't care, everybody's laughing, blah blah blah. It's a
Yeah.
good time. Friendships are a good time when you are young. But when you are older,
Everybody's your
you
friend.
realize, yes, and when you're older, you realize that actually not everybody is my friend, because just as much as like you are what you eat, what you surround yourself with, you are what you read, what you see. However, you've been navigating adult friendships, not just living abroad, even in Cape Town, navigating new adult friendships. I don't know, what's your experience with that?
I think that for me, that's a multi-layered
Question?
potato.
Multi-layered potato. Of course, we're gonna make reference to food.
Me, my primary school, I was actually thinking about this the other day. I had a
Yeah.
best friend in school, but she was like my home best friend as well. So
Okay.
we were friends right through primary school, right through high school. She studied, I went to college. For the first part of my life, she was my best friend. I think
Yeah.
I was like 21 or 22 or something like that. And then we drifted apart for many reasons and friendship died
Yeah.
naturally. And then I met my new now group of friends, you guys. Now that I'm living abroad, the only friends I have are Andy's friends that are actually my
Yeah.
friends. But I don't see them outside of seeing Andy. So I wouldn't really say that I have friends in Germany. I have people that I'm friendly with or people that I know that I have conversations with or
Acquaintances,
stuff like that. I
you
have
can call them.
acquaintances, yes. And then
Yeah.
two or three people that I would say, okay, they are my friends, but we don't really see each other or make a plan
Yeah.
or anything to. The only time I see them is also when I see Andy because I met them through him. And to be honest with you, I like people, but at the same time, I'm not wanting to make friends. I don't need to make friends, if that makes sense. And I don't mean to sound funny or anything. It's just I have my core group of friends, which are you guys.
Yeah.
And to me, that is more than enough for my social battery. I love you guys. We've been through so much together. And honestly, I just haven't made that connection with anyone
Yeah.
else. I don't want to build a friendship off the basis of I must find friends in Germany. If I find a friend and it
Yeah.
happens naturally and we hit it off and she wants to see me and I want to see her and we want to do stuff together, then that's amazing. I don't not want that. But at the
Yeah.
same time, I'm not like, I need to find friends. I'm
Yeah.
content with my daughter and my husband.
I was just about to say that it's I think that different views come into like where you are at in life. You have a husband and a child and that's your life. And like the importance of friendship and whatever, like you are okay with having acquaintances and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. It's beautiful to be able to be in a place in your life where you are like, actually, I'm okay with it. We can chat when I see you, but we don't have to make the extra effort. It doesn't mean I'm gonna be funny with you or whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
I was saying like it's a very beautiful place to be because you don't have that feeling of you have to put in the effort of this friendship. Like you're just gonna let it be.
Yeah.
And even if you didn't move abroad and you were still in Cape Town, this would have still been the same instance because you still have your life and our friends back home have their life and their kids, jobs, whatever. When you get older, you realize people have their things happening in their life and people aren't always going to be available to you all the time because they have their life. And that's okay. Maturing in friendship is actually realizing that we can go a couple of weeks without speaking to each other, but we talk. It's like I saw you yesterday. And but also at the same time, it's like keeping the friendship alive, like the random check-ins,
Yes.
like putting
Yes.
in effort. It doesn't have to be every
Yeah.
single day. But just
Yeah.
like putting in the effort where I
I
honestly
was
can
just going
say
to say that.
and it's difficult also if you think about the fact that we are scattered. You and I are here and our friends are here. So the time difference plays a role in that as well. Like when we are able to speak and you and I are now currently what, 4 hours apart?
Be.
3 hours apart, which it doesn't seem like a lot, but it actually is a
Yeah.
massive time difference. But coming back to the point was that like it is difficult for me. I'm in the place where I want to make friends. So for me, it's not about I'm okay with just being an acquaintance. I want to make new solid friendships. But at the same time, it is so difficult because
Difficult. Yeah.
you realize that people are like not where you are at, and you don't want to associate yourself with a specific type of people and a specific type of conversation and a specific type of activities that people do
Yeah.
because you have kind of like filtered through all of that, but it also brings you back to your core friendship circle. And I know that we shouldn't do this, like you compare what you have. I have a lot of different groups of friends, and each friendship brings its own uniqueness and value
Yeah.
into my life. It doesn't mean that the one is above the other. I don't have a best friend. Everybody I
Yeah.
see on the same level because all of you are so different. So how can I possibly compare your friends?
Yeah.
It just doesn't seem fair to do that. But at the same time, like it would be nice to have someone who you can connect with in a foreign country. And I have met two friends, I said this the last time, which has been great. Like we're like-minded people, and it's taken me about a year to meet these people. So like for a year, I was like, am I gonna be like sad for a long time? Am I gonna have to do stuff alone for a long time? And so I just wanted to say, like, when you are navigating an adult friendship and when you are wanting to create new friendships, so like, it's okay, I'm gonna tolerate it. It's like being in a relationship as well. It's like you single, sorry, for such a long time, and then somebody comes along and they will be amazing. Well, there's a few things that you're not okay with, but you're gonna tolerate it because you've been wanting a relationship so that you settle. And I feel
Yeah.
like friendships are the same, and they should be also, because it is in essence a relationship as well. And
Yeah.
friendships that feed your soul, conversations that are meaningful, friendships that help you grow are important. And I love calling the gym my therapy because that's what it is to me. And I'm pretty sure it is to so many people. When you have this relationship with the gym, this is your time, and this is your time to push yourself and to not think. For me, when I'm in the gym, I do not think about anything, absolutely nothing, but the weight that I'm lifting, the reps that I am doing, how the hell I'm going to get there.
Yeah.
That's all I am thinking about in the gym. I'm not thinking about what Bob did that hurt me. I'm not thinking about what I'm going to have for supper even. Or like how much electrolytes do I still have in my bottle? Maybe that's what I
Yes.
think of.
No, yesterday I had to ration my water during my work because I was so lazy to go all the way to the kitchen in the front of
And
the
then come
gym.
back.
I was like, oh, taking tiny sips, taking tiny sips.
For the best, otherwise you give yourself a stitch. I feel
True,
like
true.
if you view the gym as like that your time, then obviously being open to training with somebody or in a group setting is like a big no. For me, I don't mind the occasional partner session. I actually enjoy the occasional partner session, but not with a beginner. Because if I was to train an
Yeah,
occasional one-on-one session with a beginner, I go into PT mode. Then I'm not
yeah,
anymore training myself. Now I'm
yes,
coaching you because
yes,
it's a natural
yes,
response to what I'm
yeah,
going to do. So if I am going to train with somebody, I have to train with somebody who also knows what they are doing.
yes,
Because then you can push me, I can push you. But also
yeah,
it's so great because then I can actually say with trust to this person, watch my form, correct me,
yes,
tell me what you
yes,
see, then you
yes,
can become better and learn and grow from it. So the
yeah.
occasional session, but group anything to me, like class, masalama, no thank you, I won't be
No,
doing.
Pilates are not
That's
group.
different. That's different because that's like
Yoga.
Zen. That I don't mind. That I will do in a group 100%. But I mean, like, which is so funny because I've actually been invited to a group booty, legs, and abs class next week, Tuesday. I'm also in this back to the friendship thing now that they are kind of gelling with each other. I also find that, like, the last 6 months of this year has been my yes year, where I'm not saying no because I
No.
want to make sense, because I am looking for connections with people. I'm refraining from saying no to anything. This has resulted in me going out every weekend and getting home at like 4 a.m. And I hate myself the next day, but I had so much fun the night before. I'm here for it. Being invited to this like class, I committed. I said, yes, I will go. To me, that is about connecting with people, trying new things, being open to new things and saying yes to everything. It's been a very interesting experience because you know me, I'm a homebody. You and I will sit on this couch for the whole weekend and not be bothered by anything or anybody and be completely completely content in my own space and by myself. If nobody invites me out, I know I have the freedom to go somewhere. I could go to the zoo by myself, but doing something alone is not fun. When
Yeah.
people invite me, I try not to say no. So I'm actually getting out there and doing something. I guess as a result, like if you are wanting to create a change in your life, when it comes to the gym of something that you are wanting to do or to try, or a barrier that you want to break, whether it is like meeting people or trying new things, nothing changes if nothing changes. You cannot
Yeah.
sit in the same spot and be like, oh, I wish that I can, oh, I wish that I could do this, but then you're not doing anything to make it
Yeah.
possible, because it's not just gonna happen. Like change comes with effort of trying, trial and error, like we spoke about previously. Also, it's like finding what you like and dislike. That's how you create change within yourself, your environment, and what it is that you are actually wanting to
Yeah.
achieve in your life. And so, yeah, food for thought. Nothing changes if nothing changes.
Nothing
Yes.
changes if everything stays the same.
Yes, exactly, exactly. My brain is telling me like Newton's third law. For every action, there is an
There's
opposite
an
but equal
opposite and equal
reaction.
reaction.
Yes, exactly. So that's how we should live our life. The amount you give is what you're gonna get in return. You can't sit on your couch and hope for this life that you are not going out there into the world to create for yourself, because
Yes.
we don't have a genie in a bottle. We are the genie, the world is the bottle. We need to create it. Basically.
Why did I think of that
Anyway,
song?
I'm a
I'm a
genie in a
genie in a
bottle.
bottle. You gotta rub me the right way. Hope we don't get
Genie in a
copyright
bottle,
stricken.
baby. We must be careful. That concludes our talk for the day. Thank you for tuning in and listening to Zoe and I on Giggles and Glutes. I hope you took something with you today and we inspired you a little. Thanks again for joining us. We will see you next time.
Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, guys. We're trying to grow our community and we are on the road to 1,000 subs. So
Woo!
please, bye.
Big
Take care.
I tell you. Bye.
Bye.